Hi, my beloved brothers and sisters. This is Brother Kenroy with my third story. Apologize for that. My third story of appreciation. Let's jump right into the story. Story number 3. It said in St. Vincent, our neighbors in St. Vincent, this woman, let's call her Elsa. Elsa was a loving woman. She helped everybody whom she came in contact with throughout her life in St. Vincent. From the time she was a child, she was helping people into her adulthood. She was helping people. And eventually she got married and had some children. But things were hard in St. Vincent financially. Things was a little rough, as we would say, financially. But I also had a good friend in Barbados called Caroline. And they were good friends. And they used to keep in constant contact over the telephone. And one day in conversation, I also said to Caroline, you don't know anybody back home in Barbados where you live who wants someone to come and do housekeeping work? I ain't mind doing cleaning and cooking, that sort of stuff. Domestic work. I also said, Caroline said sorry at the Caroline replied, well, not at the moment. But what I can do for you, Elsa, I can look around and ask some questions. So said, so done. It appears that an elderly couple somewhere in St. James or the west of the country here in Barbados needed someone to come and cook and clean for them, like a living housekeeper. And Caroline said, well, I know just the person for the job. And right away she contacted her friend in St. Vincent, Elsa, and told her about the job. Elsa was so delighted and overjoyed. And she put her affairs in order to get her children looked after while she come to Barbados to make a living. In those days, there wasn't no cell phones or nothing like that. It was just the normal pair phones and telephones back then. So ain't like cell phones today that you could click a video call and see the person face to face. It wasn't like that. So it was hard for her to uproot herself and leave her little children behind. But she had to make a decent living for them. She had to make the journey. She had to make the sacrifice to put bread on the table, to put food on the table, and put clothes on their backs. And she ventured here to Barbados to stay with her friend Caroline. And when Caroline took Elsa to meet this old couple, the Williams, they said for the first time the Williams saw Elsa, they loved Elsa. Her personality alone won their hearts, won them over. They loved her right away. It was an instant connection between Elsa and this old couple. As she moved in with this old couple and began cooking and taking care of this old couple. As time went by, Elsa used to pass this particular street, and there was a beautiful piece of land, plot of land. I know Elsa would tell Caroline, Caroline, that beautiful piece of land right there on top of the hill, if I had money, honestly, if I had money right now, enough money, I would buy that piece of land and I would build a nice house there for me and my children. And you know what her friend Caroline told her? You gotta be joking. You know how much people want to buy that land? You know how much rich people want that land? That land expensive. You see the kind of area and the kind of neighborhood this land is in? You think you could afford that? I know, and I also started to get discouraged, man. Maybe you're right, I don't know what I was thinking. Why can't I afford that? How can I afford that? And you know, one day when Elsa went to work, she told her concerns to the old couple, the Williams. And she was joking around. She said, if I had money, I would buy that piece of plot of land over the hill. That plot of land, that piece of land, that beautiful land with that beautiful view. That's such a beautiful view. I would buy that land. You know, as a few years went by, the old couple, as time went by, they became ill. They getting elderly all the time, and they became sick. And also look after this old couple, even to the end of their days. And brethren, when this old couple passed away one after another, and the funeral took place, and the elderly couple children came in from overseas, and the will was read. They leave everything for Elsa. You know why? Because the children ain't in need for anything. Their children had it well made. And the children was happy. The children was appreciated that someone like Elsa was here taking care of their parents, to love them like a replacement daughter. So they didn't want the house. They wasn't gracious. They wasn't greedy. They welcomed Elsa into the family. They give her the house. Because they were thankful that in the last stages of their parents' life, they had someone to love them and take care of them. Just what they needed the most in their final days. The children cannot be here, so Elsa was like a surrogate to this old couple, the Williams. And the old couple loved her, and she got this house in return at the reading of the will. And Elsa cried tears of joy, but the will wasn't complete. And the lawyer said, Elsa, I'm not finished yet. There's one more part in the will that the Williams left for you. That plot of land that you wanted over the hills, the Williams went unknown to you and they purchased that land and they put it in your name and they leave it in this will for you. Elsa said, oh my God. Elsa collapsed on the ground, couldn't believe it. Collapsed with joy. Not only did she receive a house, she received the land that she desired. So she had more than she bargained for. She had the big house and she had the big land over the hills. The land that looking over the mountains and the valleys. She had the land all because all of her life she was doing good. She was appreciated. She was thankful. And God rewarded her for her hard work, her diligent work, her exceptional work. God didn't only bless her with the house that she was taking care of. God blessed her with the land that she desired as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brother Kenroy telling you that everything that you commit to the Lord, He will bring it to pass. As long as in His will, He's going to bring it to pass. Commit thy will to the Lord and He will bring it to pass. Elsa do so much good in her life. And great was her reward. Great was her appreciation. Great was her thankfulness. So she and her children migrated to Barbados and they live here comfortable. And that plot of land, she built a big house for her children. She had one, the one that she was taking care of, and her children had the next over the hills. Ladies and gentlemen, do good and good will follow you. This is Brother Kenroy with another fantastic story, encouraging you to do good, encouraging you to be appreciated, encouraging you to be thankful. Above all, be thankful to the Almighty, be grateful to the Almighty, and give your life to the Almighty, and He will bless you abundantly. God bless you. Amen.